Hello, everyone. This is Kelsey Farrar, aka the son of the beard guy here. Welcome to another Lunch with Norm, the e-commerce and Amazon FBA podcast. Norm is away today, so I'm stepping in for today's episode. Today, we're going to be talking about TikTok Shop and what you need to know about it. So, again, welcome to another Lunch with Norm, the Amazon and e-commerce podcast. Just a second. There we go.
Lunch with Norm.
So, like I said, Norm is away. I am here taking over. So, bear with me as I'm going to be having to control everything in today's episode. Today, we're talking about TikTok. So, probably unaware, but I've been in the weeds working on some TikTok shop accounts and seeing what works, what doesn't work. And I'm here to show you and tell you what I've been doing. So if you have any questions, leave them over in the comment sections. I'll be looking at those, and we're going to throw it over to a sponsor.
Hey, Amazon, Walmart, and TikTok sellers, we're in Q4, and I know the pressure's on. So how do you rank higher and sell more during the busiest time of year? Well, as a certified Amazon partner agency, AZRank has the expertise and proven strategies to take your projects to the top, driving visibility and sales across all platforms. With a proven expertise in optimizing search rankings, AZRank guarantees your products stand out during this critical shopping season. You can email AZRank today at hello@azrank.com. That's AZRANK.com. And don't forget to mention the Beard Guy sent you, and that's going to unlock an exclusive discount.
Okay. All right. Welcome, everyone. So, like I said, we're talking TikTok Shop today. And Norm will be back next week for the next episode of Lunch with Norm, and I'm taking over. So I hope everyone is doing well. And we're going to be jumping into it pretty shortly. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. That's lwn.news. That's where we send out our newsletter every Monday, full of tips, stories of Norm's past, and in general, just a great read. So let us know what you think of it. We did a little giveaway this last week. So we're going to try and do more of those in the future. Yeah, let us know what you think of it. And we're going to be jumping into TikTok Shop. So I think a lot of Amazon sellers are interested in TikTok Shop, but they don't really know what that means setting up and actually selling on TikTok Shop. So I want to go through maybe some misconceptions, what you need to look for. Does your product fit? What you need in the back end to set everything up and have the best chance of success. So to begin, the first question I usually get is why even care about TikTok? And I think that comes down to two aspects. There's the shopping directly from the platform component where you can watch a video, see something you like, and immediately buy that product right there in the app. So that in itself is extremely powerful. But the second thing and the second component is the virality aspect. So TikTok Shop allows you to have the connection with all the other creators and TikTok Shop creators on the app. So you can reach out, send them a free sample, and they can make content for you. And then those pieces of content have a chance of going viral if you select the right affiliates, whether they have a large following and are consistent, or they can have a small following and have their video go viral. So with those two things together, it can be very powerful. It also has an ad side, so you can spark ads, which means putting ads money behind different affiliates videos and make sure that that video is seen by thousands of people. I'm currently working with a brand that just recently had a video pop off, and before it was selling maybe 3 or 4 units a day. After this viral video, it shot up to about 20,000 in GMV. Um, so it had about 150 sales in the first day, like 200 sales the next day. It's extremely powerful, and when it happens, it's it's pretty crazy to be a part of. So, welcome, Steve. And again, if you have any questions about TikTok Shop, let me know. I'm not sure how long we're going to be going today. Like I said, Norm's going to be back next week. So, bear with us. We're talking TikTok Shop today. And yeah, so I think I want to talk about why it's not working for you. If you're an Amazon seller, you're probably and you're on TikTok Shop, you probably don't have time to reach out to affiliates or don't know how or what's the best way to do that. Uh, and probably you might have even just set it and forget it. So if you went onto TikTok Shop, added your listing, put up your product, and then are sitting there and are saying like, where are all the sales? TikTok Shop involves a lot of strategy, and it also takes time to build up your content library. You need video content in order to sell on Amazon or on TikTok, but it doesn't need to be your video content. There's people dying to make video content for you. So um, let's see if your product even fits on TikTok. So I have several questions here, and then if you want to just mentally answer them and start to get the feel if this is the right fit for you. So the first thing you should do is just check TikTok. So like, is there a similar product selling on TikTok right now? Don't be scared if your product is not for just teenagers and early 20-year-olds. This app uh, is very wide with the demographic. There's 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds there. There's woodworkers, there's moms, there's just about every kind of niche on TikTok. So even if you might think that there's not an audience on TikTok Shop for you, double check, um, download the app, search to see if your product or something similar is on TikTok Shop. If there's nothing, that might be a little strange. Maybe there's a reason for that. If it's completely packed and saturated, it might be harder to differentiate from that. But try and see if there's anything. Just gauge what you're seeing there. And does your product solve a visual issue? So I think the best kind of case for this uh, is, let's say, a foot moisturizer. So if you have cracked feet, that's pretty easy to show on TikTok. You can do a before and after. You can do several different styles of videos that illustrate a cracked, unhealthy foot versus an after when you moisturize the foot and the foot looks great. That's a very easy way to convey to a customer scrolling on your product or on your video that this product works and that it's an impulse buy that you might want it because you have cracked feet. So, does it visually solve a problem? And then after that, can you demonstrate a before and after? Because those are usually very powerful videos that convert really well. As for pricing, does your product fall between 20 to $50? I would say that is the sweet spot of most of the best-selling items on TikTok Shop. Of course, there are the lower item products, but you probably don't have a lot of room for margins for spending on affiliates because I'll get to that shortly. But you'll need about usually 15% affiliate rate. So that's how much you're spending towards an affiliate when they post on your video. So you want to make sure you have enough margin to account for that. And then also any ad spend that you're going to be doing, because if you're starting out on TikTok, you're probably going to have to invest in ads to get the GMV going, to get out of the probationary period on TikTok Shop. Um, is there something special about your product? Is there something that an affiliate content creator can talk about with your product? Is there something that makes it stand out from other marketplaces very similar to Amazon? Why is your product special versus others? If it's not, it'll just be harder to differentiate that product with content creators. It might not have the same pull, because it is a choice when you're sending out invites to creators. They don't have to accept your invite. It's a two-way street. So unless you have maybe a larger flat fee as well or a higher percentage, those are other ways to kind of entice those content creators. And I mentioned this, but does it have room for affiliates as samples too? I didn't mention samples, but you're going to have to send quite a lot of samples and ad spend. So those are just a couple questions to kind of gauge if your product, if you should think about TikTok Shop here. Now, if you have any questions about any of those questions or anything that we've talked about yet, just let me know in the comment sections. Me also know if you're currently selling on TikTok Shop, if there's any issues that you're having. I'd love to answer and help out if I can. Or if you see any problems with the shop itself, I'd love to kind of dive into any pain points. The next thing is, how do you conduct product research for TikTok Shop? So the two tools that are probably most discussed are Kalo Data and Fastmoss. They're, I would say, very similar. Just pick the one that you enjoy, you like best. With those product research tools, you can look up creators, you can look up shops, you can figure out the pricings, you can sort by categories and see what's selling. It gives you all the data that you possibly need to see GMVs of stores, the pieces of content that they're sharing, creators, what kind of content they're sharing, what kind of products they're working with. Have they worked with, I don't know, like a planting tool, or have they worked with water bottles? Have they worked with wallets? They can give you, you can see all of that information and data in there. So definitely take a look at those two. You can use that to do research on your own shop, and do some product research of the products that are within your shop on Amazon and see what it looks like on Kalo Data or Fastmoss. And hey, Tom, how's it going? Good to see you, and good to see Steve as well. We're talking TikTok Shop today, so if you have any questions, let me know. I've been working with some TikTok Shop brands the last couple of months, and I want to take this as a chance to share what I've learned and hopefully help out any sellers that are looking to get on TikTok Shop. So good to see Marina too. We got the gang showing up. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. So another question that I get a lot is, what kind of content should I make on TikTok Shop? Probably content isn't what you're known for, or what's most comfortable for you. And there's several ways around this. To lay out the content strategy that you can be implementing, I'll break it down into the brand's own content. So this is content that you're making yourself with your phone. There's UGC content that you can make with software like Billo or Join Brands. And then there's affiliate content. And those are the people that you'll be reaching out to via TikTok Shop to make content for your product. So if you don't know what kind of content will convert for your product, the best thing you should do is go to Kalo Data or Fastmoss, search up similar shops that you know of that sell the same thing or close to the same thing, um, and different creators. Search for your product and see what kind of videos are being made that are similar. So, are they going to be? Are you seeing a lot of unboxings? Are you seeing demonstration videos? Are you seeing before and after videos? Um, you'll probably see a similar trend of videos popping up that you can even see how much ad spend or GMV those videos are making and whether they're run by ads and the percentage of ads spend on that video versus organic. There's quite a bit of data that's taken into these softwares. So take a look at those um, the best pieces of content that are being shown out there. Take inspiration from them. Maybe make a document list and list out everything that the different types of videos, the different content creators that are sharing those videos and making those videos. And then when you make those that brief either on Billo and join brands to make the content or to find a creator to make content to purchase, um, or when you're reaching out to affiliates, you can use those videos as a reference, and then your content creator can make a video similar to it and take inspiration from it. So that's the easiest way to get started. I recommend if you're starting out on TikTok Shop that you start building a catalog of your own videos, even just to use as like a golden sample for those content briefs in the future. So, join brands, we've used them a ton. It's very easy. You set up a campaign, you look up, you explain what you're looking for, you set up your shop. The content creator will actually go in and purchase the product on TikTok Shop, create the video that you've written out for them, and then they'll post it on their TikTok Shop. And there's also options to do UGC content as well. So those are a couple options to get started. Um, I think starting out with a content library is always great at the beginning, and then building that out from there. So, does anyone have any questions about that? Um, Anything that I've shared, or I'll keep going. I also want to just pop this up. There we go. So yeah, what is your experience on TikTok Shop? I'm just gonna take a drink because I've been talking for so long. And the next thing we're going to be talking about is what makes a viral video and what do you need in order for that viral video to have the best chance of success. So if there's no questions, which I don't think there are, we're going to head over to an ad break and then we'll be right back and we'll talk about what makes a viral video.
Are you looking to quickly boost new Amazon product launches or scale up existing listings to reach first page positioning? The influencer platform Stack Influence can help. Stack Influence pushes high volume external traffic sales to Amazon listings using micro influencers that you only have to pay with your products. They've helped up and coming brands like Magic Spoon compete with Cheerios for top category positioning, while also helping Fortune 500 brands like Unilever launch their new products. Act now. It's one of the best times to get started with Stack Influence in preparation for October Prime Day sale and the holiday season. Sign up today at stackinfluence.com or click the link in this video and mention Norm, and you'll get 10% off your first campaign.
All right, so we're back. I want to mention if you're interested in a TikTok Shop consultation, we'll be doing that as um, the giveaway today. So if you want to do a hashtag Wheel of Kelsey in the comment sections, I'll do a consultation I can take a look at your TikTok shop. I can audit it. If you haven't started, we can talk about what it looks like, and we'll see. It's a time in the year when podcast starts. 1 hour. Yes, the time change. Yes, so we have our time change to Sunday, I believe, the Sunday. So yeah, I guess we're going to be changing up the schedule shortly. Yeah, so if you would like a consultation about TikTok Shop, you want to learn more about it, you want to pick my brain and what I've learned, hashtag Wheel of Kelsey in the comment sections. And Steve, Tom, if you have any questions right now that I can answer, let me know. And we're going to be talking about what gives you the best chance for a viral video from the brand side of things. So let's assume you have a solid product, there's something special about it. What does it take for it to go viral in the back end? So I actually just got off a call with TikTok Shop, the partner group, and they listed out these 6 things that they've tracked over all of viral videos, and these 6 things are um, pretty consistent across any viral video. So this will be important. The first thing is having enough inventory. So the worst thing that can happen when you're selling on TikTok Shop, maybe not the worst thing, but a thing that might make you a little frustrated would be when a video goes viral, it's getting hundreds of thousands of views. You're seeing the orders come in, but you've only have 50 to 100 units of inventory. And then they get sold out and no one can buy your product anymore. So they recommend, this is straight from TikTok Shop, around 500 units of inventory for your product, just in case it goes viral. So that's a good number to just always have within TikTok Shop. The next thing, we touched on it earlier, but the amount of samples. So I don't think a lot of brands realize just how many samples they have to sell on, or they have to give away on TikTok Shop. Now, this isn't giving away samples willy-nilly to just about anyone that offers or wants the product. This is targeted samples that you're giving out to. So these are people within your niche, in your demographic, that have made decent videos, that are producing GMV for your product or for other products. You want to send 100 plus samples, which sounds like a lot, but think about UGC costs. Usually you're paying anywhere from 50 to $150 at least to get just a video with a product anyways. So for TikTok Shop, you're only a lot of these creators will do videos for you just with the amount of a free sample. So maybe that's $6 to $8 that a business is spending on their sample, and then you're getting in return content, which you can then boost with ads. You can have within your own content library. I'll continue in just a second. So those are the first two. 500 units of inventory in your shop. You want 100 plus samples. For your actual listing, in the back end, you'll be able to see the rating that you have for your product display. You want to make sure this listing is at least fair. And in the back end of TikTok Shop, you can see like an optimizer where you can adjust certain titles or images to make sure that you're at least fair on that product listing. I believe there's poor after that. And then I'll finish these 6 points and then I'll start answering these questions, but awesome questions. I can see them popping in. The next thing, they said that most viral videos, again, this is going across they looked at all of the viral videos that have happened on TikTok Shop. These are the most consistent trends that they're seeing. Uh, that the product is $20 or more, which I was surprised that it wasn't lower actually, but they're saying that the viral videos usually they're $20 or more. They have a 15% discount. So also it's something that's catchy that will catch people's eyes that it's 15% off, but also it gives something of the affiliate to talk about and create some urgency and scarcity. So having a 15% discount to your product. And the last thing, it's kind of a two-parter. You want the affiliate to have um, a 15% commission on the product. So the 15% commission on the product, at least, this can go up to, I think it's like 80%. 15% is pretty average. If you want to stand out more, definitely bump it up if you have the means to. And then you also want to allow the creator approval on. So this means that when an affiliate finds your product and wants to promote it, that they can add it to their showcase, they can create content, they can ask for samples, um, all without having to wait for the brand to like manually approve you. So when things are happening, when videos are going viral, there's going to be creators jumping on that product to promote it as well. And you want to make sure that it has an open creator approval on it. So 15% for open campaigns, which just means affiliates can reach out to, or an open campaign is available to all creators. And then there's targeted campaigns, which you reach out manually and set a certain commission rate for. So 15% open campaigns, and then you want the open creator approval on as well. Yeah, so I'm going to be talking about that, Tom. Tom is talking about these giant incentive programs. And yeah, let's dive into some questions. So those are the six things. Again, 500 units of inventory, 15% commission rate for open affiliates, and then having the open creator approval on. You want to send out 100 plus samples. You want to have the fair status for the product display listing. Should be $20 or more, and a 15% discount if possible. All right. So from Steve, can you discuss about the process from the TikTok post, affiliate links, and orders shipped by Amazon? So usually, being shipped from Amazon, you would connect it with an integration. Um, you want to also make sure that you have the express shipping, like the beta program set up on Amazon, so your shipping happens very quickly. But the process, I'm going to start all the way from creating a campaign, um, finding an influencer. I'll take it all the way back to there. So let's say you have an idea, you have a product, you have a discount that you want to do, or you don't even necessarily need a discount, but you have a commission rate that you're okay with giving to affiliates. What I do is I reach out to affiliates, letting them know that I love their content. I think their product fits in line, or their videos fit in line with what we do. Would they be interested in doing some exclusive discounts or product drops with us? Like, we'd love to share with you a free sample. And with those, you'll start to get some replies from the creators that you're reaching out to. You can set this as an open affiliate. So that is where you have your product, your commission rate, and it's just open to the world on TikTok. Affiliates will be looking and they might see your product and they might request a sample. Or you can, if let's say you're really interested, I'm gonna just name a random creator like Mr. Beast. You really want Mr. Beast, even though, you'd have to pay millions of dollars to do that. You have a specific creator that you want, you can send a target collaboration to them. So you can raise the commission rate that's usually like 15%. For this specific creator, you can make it 30, 40, 50%. So you can entice them. You can add a bigger message with like the details, and it's just a better chance of them accepting an offer that's not like the average 15% commission. So they see your invite, they can accept it. If they accept it, they'll order a sample request from them. When the sample request happens, that's all automatically through TikTok Shop if you have the integration with Amazon. Um, I forget the exact name for the integration. I think it's Weeby. Um, but with that integration, as soon as an order is processed, which is like the sample request goes gets sent from the warehouse to the content creator. The content creator then gets messages once the product is delivered. You can check the timeline, the process of it. So once it's delivered, um, the content creator has to post a video. If they don't post a video, they'll get like penalties. Their score rate kind of goes down. There's like a percentage of samples, uh, like content versus the samples sent to. So if they're really good about it, they'll have like high 90s, 100% sample requests percentage for the content that they created. If they don't, if they're not fulfilling the content side of the sample request, they're going to have a really low percentage. They're going to have like low GMV, and then they might even get banned from TikTok Shop. So then the video is posted. That's also tracked in the dashboard. So if you'll go into the seller center in the affiliate side, you can scroll down to an area that says like analytics or videos, creator videos, and that's where if you click on that tab, you can see all the creator videos that are made for your product, with how much GMV is made, everything with that. And then if your video is doing well, which you probably want to focus on the top 20% of videos in creators, you'll notice pretty quickly like the videos that are doing well and the content creators that you like versus the ones that you're not going to reach out to again. So you'd find those content creators that you like, their content is really good. You see that they posted quickly, they had good communication with you. Then you can reach out to them for, sorry, you can reach out to them for the Spark code, which is the code that you can use to then generate Spark ads, which basically is like promoting their video from their accounts with your ad money. So it looks a lot more natural when it's coming from a creator's account, and they can get tens of thousands of views. Hopefully you're sparking videos that are converting well, so you're getting sales, and then they're also getting commissions on those sales too. So it's like a win-win with that. So that's kind of the process with that. And then it's up to you if you want to like continue the relationship with them, if you want to send them more samples, if you want to create a community. There's tons of different things that you can go from there. But that's kind of the idea of it. And then there's also fulfillment by TikTok. So that's where TikTok Shop is the one that's sending out the products, but there are requirements that you need to meet in order to be a part of fulfillment by TikTok. But a lot of people are like MCF with TikTok that I've seen. From Tom, AMZ Elite, do we own such content? Can we publish it off TikTok? So this is really important, and I want to highlight this. When a creator is making content and they've posted it on their channel, so sometimes with joint brands, if you're doing TikTok Shop videos, they're going to be posting the content on their platform. Join Brands gives you the option to download the content. Do not post it on your TikTok shop. Do not post it if it's been posted somewhere else before, because you will get a copyright warning and they'll take down the video and you'll get a strike and some points deducted from you. And if you get enough of those, then you start getting into the territory of getting uh, punished. Like it's not good. You want to make sure that the content that you post, you're posting it for the first time on your account, or the creator is posting on their account. And then if you want to post or to improve the content and get more eyes on it, that's when you do the Spark ads to boost it. But just please do not post it on your TikTok account as well. If you do want to post on your TikTok account, that's where you want to get UGC content. So there's also an option in Billow and Join Brands where you can download your own or buy your own content that's yours with UGC creators. They won't post it on their social media, or maybe they post it on Instagram and then you can post it on TikTok. Just make sure it's not TikTok and TikTok, because you'll run into issues and you'll potentially get suspended if you continue to. They think it's you're stealing content and reproducing it. So just be careful of that. So these are all things that you need to discuss with the TikTok creator. If you're doing this through the back end on TikTok Shop and working with content creators, usually they want to post on their channels because that means they get commissions towards it. So if you're reaching out to these TikTok Shop creators and wanting them to do UGC, you'd probably need to pay them a flat fee if there's going to be no commission incentive. So you need to be very clear of your goals and what you want from the creators that you're working with, or you're going to run into problems like that. And then depending how detailed you want to be, you can, send them a contract, have them sign it, or some people send them to like a Google form where they can see the whole brief. And so there's different options there. Or if you're working with Join Brands and Billow, everything is kind of agreed upon on that service software. So yeah, just be very careful about posting on your own content unless it's specifically you've discussed it beforehand. And then if you are able to get the content, then yeah, feel free to post it on Instagram and YouTube, but just make sure that that agreement is understood by the creator as well, because you don't want any issues with that. Next from AMZ Elite, did you see that Goalie always gives away 3% commission, but they have huge incentive programs, houses, cars. They are winning in the UK as well. Yes, so that is something that we're seeing quite a bit on TikTok Shop with brands. It's pretty smart because the commission incentive programs, the affiliates need to actually make that amount of GMV in order to get like a house or a car. So the incentives are like, if you sell $1 million in GMV, we'll give you a Tesla. Selling $1 million for Goalie is probably going to be pretty difficult, but it is a pretty nice incentive. Or I think it goes from like getting a new iPhone, getting I don't know, a designer couch, new TV monitors, kind of going up with the GMV that you are generating. So it makes sense why it's enticing. Usually those brands have a community as well. So that might be a Discord community or a Facebook community, somewhere where they have their best creators in a place where they can share these incentives with them and then, fulfill their end. So if those affiliates are doing really well, then they're going to reward them. They're going to send them free products. There's so many things you can do within your community that you're building. You can do competitions. You can try out different pieces of content once you have this community of affiliates that you really are enjoying. It's really up to the brand and what they want to do with it. So, yeah, are there any other questions for TikTok before we keep moving? No? Okay. Let me just do some back end stuff here. Okay, we're going to head over to another ad read and we'll be back in just a few seconds.
Start, scale, exit, repeat. I'm Colin C. Campbell, and I've started over a dozen multi-million-dollar companies in the last 30 years. I spent the last 10 years writing the book, Start, Scale, Exit, Repeat, to figure out what it is that these serial entrepreneurs do over and over again. We interviewed over 200 people. We created 58 chapters, over 30 illustrations, 180 callouts, and we quite frankly made this book for the ADHD entrepreneur. It's been #1 on Amazon in 15 categories and has won 12 awards globally. Get your book today either on ebook, paperback, hardcover, or Audible on Amazon or your favorite bookstore.
All right, thank you, Colin. All right, so we have a question here. What do you recommend if your product average cost is less than $15? So when I mentioned the $20 amount, that's just overall what they're seeing with those viral videos. If you have a product less than that, you can still be successful on TikTok Shop. But with brands that I have worked for when they've had lower costs or like a lower price item, it's it doesn't leave a ton of room for ad budget usually, or like giving room for affiliates and ad spend as well. So it's just a little bit more difficult. Have you been on TikTok Shop before? Do you have like a commission rate that you usually give um, to your affiliates, or is this like a brand new product that you'd be bringing onto TikTok Shop? Because we can look into it with the product research and see what others are doing and their pricing on TikTok Shop. So that's another thing. Um, there may be discrepancies within like the pricing on Amazon versus pricing on TikTok Shop. So you always want to make sure that the pricing that you have on your TikTok Shop matches the pricing that's along on TikTok Shop. So you've Shen said never been on TikTok. Okay, yeah. So that's where it's possible. You want to do some product research with Kalo Data or Fastmoss. So I believe Kalo Data has a free trial, but those are the two. These are probably the two most popular research tools that you can use. So check that out, see what others are doing. But yeah, it's the difficult thing is depending on your margins, how much can you offer affiliates that can be enticing for them to do and to promote your product? And then also think about like if you're putting ad spend behind your product, how much profit are you going to get when you're spending on those ads and then have to give 15 to 20% to um, the affiliate that you're doing. You can kind of cut out the affiliate if you're doing UGC product or UGC videos. Um, but it's going to be maybe a little bit more costly if you're buying only UGC content pieces versus trading for samples on TikTok Shop. But yeah, I would take some time, look at those two product research tools and see if there's any similar products, any similar pricing structures. You can actually see how much there's like other brands are putting towards ads, at least on Kalo data. I'm not sure about Fastmoss, but take a look at that. And then if anyone who missed it, we're doing a giveaway here, hashtag Wheel of Kelsey, and I will do a consultation for your TikTok shop. I'll also, if you're on TikTok shop already, I can do like an audit or a deep dive, answer any questions that you have. Or if you're just getting onto the TikTok shop, I can kind of go over your product and see if it's a good fit for TikTok shop. So other than that, the only thing that I wanted to share that I haven't covered yet is just creator outreach. So if you're selling on TikTok Shop, you know when you're reaching out to affiliates that you're limited by how many affiliates you can reach out to, or the size of the creator that you can reach out to. They change these pretty regularly. Before it was if you have GMV from like 0 to $1,000 in GMV, you could only reach out to creators, 500 creators a week, and they'd have to be under 20,000 followers. They've recently changed that, so it's kind of all over the place, but just understand that you're not going to be able to go after those big creators, at least in the back end of TikTok Shop. You have to work with the smaller creators first, and then kind of build that out until you start getting higher GMV. There's open and target campaigns, which we discussed a little bit before. Open are those affiliates that you set a price, 15% commission on X product. Any affiliate can go and ask for a sample request. That's an open campaign. Target campaign is I want this specific target creators, or I want these specific creators, and I will give them above average. So I will give them 30%, 40% because I really want to work with them, or their quality is very high with their video content. I want to work with them. I'll send them those. But everyone else gets 15%. So that's the difference between open and target. Spark ads, that is to boost ads on creators' videos. So this is not on your brand account. This is the affiliates that are posting the videos on their accounts. You can boost their videos and in result get more sales. They get commissions. Everyone's happy. There's different campaign types on TikTok Shop too. The most popular is the max GMV campaigns. And then for reaching out, there is manual outreach. So this is you typing in and maybe copy pasting a message to whatever your limit of creators is. Also searching by demographic. There's different filters you can set up for this manual outreach. Go to a creator, click on it, paste, send, click on it, paste, send, and do that 500 times. And then there's also bots that people use. So these are tools where you have a message, you set up a filter like I want to target women, and their audience are mostly women, and their category interests are arts and crafts. And I want them to be 35 to 45. So you're kind of like narrowing in maybe more, let's say, on the mom demographic there, and then you press OK, and then you can generate 500 messages with follow-ups within TikTok Shop. So that's a pretty common technique too, is using bots. So just give me a second. I need to add some entries for TikTok Shop. So but Marina. I'm doing everything on my side, so I just have to take a bit of time, and we're almost done. Okay, so yeah, that's everything you need to know about the creator side, the creator outreach that you'll be doing. Is there any other questions? I think we're probably going to be wrapping it up now, other than doing the Wheel of Kelsey. I'll wait just a few minutes and have a nice sip of coffee. So if you're interested in learning more, or want to talk about me taking a look at your TikTok shop, you can email me, kate@lunchwithnorm.com, and happy to take a look and see if there's opportunities to work together. This is something that I've been working on for the last 5-6 months, kind of in the back end, learning and diving deep into TikTok Shop. So just let me know, kate@lunchwithnorm.com. I'm an official TikTok Shop partner too, so I have all the resources with TikTok Shop. So yeah, I think we're all set. So thanks everyone for watching. Let's go over to the Wheel of Kelsey.
It's time for the Wheel of Kelsey.
Okay, so I am going to share my screen. I think I have everyone here. Steve, AMZ, TripFit, Marina, Jan and Tata. I'm just double checking. I don't want to miss anyone. Okay. Shuffle these up. Give it a spin. If you are the winner, please email me, kate@lunchwithnorm.com. And Tom, AMZ Elites. Looks like you're the winner. If you can email me, we'll figure it out. We'll take a look at your TikTok shop and have a good talk. So let me know. And everyone else, thank you. Oh, Simon, yes, the clocks went back. I think in the UK. So congrats, AMZ Elites. You've won. Super excited to hop on a call with you, Tom, and talk some shop. And yeah, Simon, I believe we're going to be changing our clocks on Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday. So we should line up in a few days. But yeah, it always happens, twice a year that these time changes kind of mess everything up. So thanks everyone for watching. Norm's going to be back next week. He was away in New York at an event this week, but he will be back next week. Hope you enjoyed it, learned something new, and if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me, k@lunchwithnorm.com. Check out the newsletter, lwn.news, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks, everyone.
Lunch with Norm.